What questions should you ask before hiring a Social Security disability attorney? Hi, I'm Mark Whitehead, a board-certified disability attorney and author of the Disability Help Book, The Social Security Disability Puzzle, How to Fit the Pieces Together and Win Your Claim. Statistics show claimants can double their chances of winning their disability claim if they have an experienced attorney on their side. Picking the right attorney for your disability claim could be one of the most important decisions you'll ever need to make. Social Security disability law can be complex. Knowing how to deal with medical experts, vocational experts, grid rules, medical listings, government standards, and a complex government bureaucracy takes more than a novice to know about any attorney before you hire them. First, you want to know if they're qualified, so ask, are they a licensed attorney? Now, this may sound silly, but you don't have to be a licensed attorney to handle cases before the Social Security Administration. There are many companies and individuals out there that call themselves advocates that advertise on TV and the internet, but they're not licensed attorneys. Now, they can handle administrative hearings, but they can't take your case to federal court if necessary. Worse, if they're referred to you by your disability insurance company, they're not really working for you, but they're working for your insurance company. Run fast if you have that. Finally, they charge the same fee as an attorney, so why not have a real attorney that works for you? The next question to ask is how many years of experience do they have handling Social Security disability claims? Again, this area of law is complex, so you want someone with experience. But dig a little deeper than just years of experience. Ask, how many Social Security disability hearings before a judge have they handled? Some attorneys may have had 10 years or more of experience, but have only handled Social Security disability hearings occasionally, while others may only have a few years in practice, but may have handled hundreds of Social Security disability cases. Now, a related question is whether or not disability law is their main focus of their practice. Many attorneys are general practitioners that handle many areas of law, such as wills, probate, family law, criminal matters, as well as some Social Security disability work. You get the picture, a jack of all trades, a master of none. Now, this is fine for simple cases, but it may not work in your case. Now, ask them to explain the 5-step sequential evaluation process that the Social Security Administration uses to determine if a claimant is disabled. If they can't do this, then in my mind, they're disqualified. A short version of the 5 steps is as follows. Step 1, the claimant's not working. Step 2, the claimant has a severe impairment that will keep them out of work for at least 12 months. Step 3, the claimant meets or equals a medical listing. Now, if a claimant doesn't equal a medical listing, then you have to move on to steps 4 or 5. At step 4, a claimant must prove they can't do their past work, and at step 5, they must prove that they can't do any other work given their age, their education, and their past work experience. Now, this is basic Social Security Disability Law 101. In short, if they don't know the 5 steps, run. Now, a related question is to ask them to explain the appellate steps used by the Social Security Administration. Let's call this basic Social Security Disability Law 102. A short version of the appellate process is as follows. You file your initial application. If it's denied, you file what's known as a request for reconsideration. Now, if that's denied, you request a hearing before an administrative law judge. Now, if the judge denies your claim, then you have to appeal to the Appeals Council. And finally, if the Appeals Council denies your claim, you can file a lawsuit in federal court. At each step, you only have 60 days to file your appeal. If they don't know this, then don't hire them. Now, if you want to take it up a notch, ask them if they're board certified in disability law. A lawyer can become board certified in Social Security disability law by the National Board of Legal Specialty Certification. To do this, the lawyer must have practiced in Social Security disability law for at least 5 years, handle at least 100 hearings before an administrative law judge, handle 20 cases before the Appeals Council, and handle at least 10 federal appeals. They also have to complete a difficult 8-hour written exam. In addition, the lawyer must continue to take continuing legal education courses every year regarding Social Security disability law. Now, just a note, most lawyers are not board certified in Social Security disability law, so that's not an automatic disqualification. They may also be board certified in related areas such as civil trial law or personal injury law. Now, another good question to ask is if they've written on the subject, and if so, will they share this material with you? Oftentimes, experienced attorneys will have written papers, articles, editorials, or even books on their area of expertise. These can demonstrate an in-depth knowledge about the subject. Many times good attorneys will put their material on their website so you can check it out in advance. They may also post videos, blogs, or other materials that can be helpful. You also want to ask about the attorney fee structure. Now, this is pretty standardized and attorneys should know this. The Social Security Administration has established a fee agreement structure that allows an attorney to charge a contingent fee of 25% of the claimant's back due benefits. But that amount is currently capped at $6,000 as of 2014. Okay, now that you've established that they have the necessary experience, you want to explore their reputation. Go to the internet and see if they've been reviewed on Google, Yahoo, or Yelp. Now, don't be scared by an occasional negative review. Not every claimant wins, and sometimes they take it out on their lawyer. But look for patterns or trends in the reviews. Next, go to martindale.com and check out their attorney ratings. Martindale.com is the gold standard for lawyer ratings, as it's been around in one form or another for over 140 years. Martindale conducts peer review surveys by asking lawyers to rate other lawyers anonymously. Another good source to go to is avvo.com, avvo.com, and check out their Avvo ratings. Avvo does a great job of rating lawyers on a 10-point scale, weighing the attorney's experience, industry recognition, and professional conduct. Former clients and other lawyers can leave reviews at Avvo as well. Super Lawyers is another rating service. It rates outstanding lawyers by practice area for those lawyers that have achieved a high degree of peer recognition and professional achievement. Go to superlawyers.com to find out if a particular lawyer has been designated a super lawyer. Finally, you could ask about their honors, recognitions, and organizational memberships. Any Social Security disability attorney worth his salt should be a member of the National Organization of Social Security Claims Representatives, or NOSCR. This is our national trade organization and the organization that provides the best continuing legal education courses for disability lawyers. Hopefully, I've given you something to think about in your search for an excellent Social Security disability lawyer. For more information on the topic, check out my free ebook, The Social Security Disability Puzzle, How to Fit the Pieces Together and Win Your Claim, by visiting www.disabilitydenials.com. Or, if you have Social Security disability questions, call 800-562-9830. I'm Mark Whitehead. Thanks for watching.